From 6 Sports, this is the Dean Trailways fifth quarter.
So what's yesterday? I'd like a shot at Kansas. You get a shot at Kansas.
Till I saw him earlier.
It's too bad. You got to play him now, Coach.
Why Bill did that and winning by 100. But I was, I'm excited to work again. You know, you like to work another night. At this time of year, anytime you're working, it's a good thing.
Good evening, everyone. We're still working, too. Happy Friday to you. Happy St. Patrick's Day, and by all means, happy March Madness. The Friday of the opening weekend of the NCAA tournament is a basketball junkie's dream, and we're going to share a part of it with you tonight on a wild day of March Madness. Welcome to the fifth quarter. I'm Fred Heumann, always have been. Thanks for joining us tonight. We start with Michigan State's opening round NCAA basketball game. The Spartans, the number 9 seed in this bracket, facing the 8 seed Miami Hurricanes. And you want to think how bad things went for Tom Izzo early off the opening tip. Just a couple of seconds into the game, Nick Ward gets a foul. It was a precursor for a very bad start for MSU. Allen Elvis with the rebound and just hands the ball over. Bruce Brown says, "Thank you very much for an easy deuce." Moments later, Brown drives on Cassius Winston. Bucket, foul, and a 10-point Miami lead after the free throw. Izzo gives Winston a little lesson on how to play defense. Bruce Brown looked like the LeBron James in this one early. On the 2-on-1 drive, the jam. Hurricanes led 17-5. But the Spartans came to life down 2. Miles Bridges, this is sick. Stutter step drive. Bucket, we're tied at 21. Then Bridges hands off to Ellis. Sets the screen, and Ellis atones for his early bonehead pass. Give the Spartans a 2-point lead. Then Bridges out-hustles everyone here in the corner for the loose ball. Feeds it out to Winston. He hits a 3, and it's an 8-point lead. Tom Izzo still at halftime not over that early blunder by Ellis. Gives him an earful, but the Spartans are up 11 at the half. Second half, Alvin misses. And look at this offensive rebound by Joshua Langford. Worms in, gets the follow. Spartans by 13. Moments later, Langford for 3, the game of his life for a freshman, nails it. And the Spartan fresh faces just toying with Miami now. Here's Winston with a drive inside, the bucket, and a 17-point Michigan State lead. Then Matt McQuaid feeds Kenny Goins high post. Why not? He hits it. It's a 21-point lead, so we need a signature bucket, right? Mr. Bridges, will you do the honors? The sledgehammer dunk for the knockout punch. After that start, wow, did the Spartans ever turn it on. 78-58, a Miami vice grip, if you will. So a Sunday date with Kansas in the regional final. The Diaper Dandies were sensational on this Friday night. Work another night.
Tom, you said earlier that it was time for the diapers to come off. What do you think?
They're half off, you know. I can't give them that much credit yet, but I mean, they responded, you know, no matter whatever happens now, they responded. They kind of proved to themselves against a good quality team that they could get down and bounce back, you know. So is that going to be an everyday happening? You know, still a process here, but do they have a benchmark now to say, hey, we did this, we did that? I think the answer was yes. Still working.
Are there any words to describe what you're feeling right now?
Amazing, I would say, you know, just first tournament win, you know, get that under your belt. That's huge. That's huge for not only us, but the kids last year and all types of teams. Some kids on this team haven't won a tournament game either, so it's the first for many of us.
Yeah, those guys that lost that opening round game last year are probably smiling tonight a little bit. The Michigan Wolverines have become the national darlings of this tournament after surviving a scary airplane mishap 9 days ago and opening their NCAA tournament run this afternoon in Indianapolis. The Wolverines didn't disrupt the best storyline of March. Facing Oklahoma State, this game had the look of a tug-of-war. From the very start, the Wolverines fell behind early, but were back down by a single point. Zach Irvin fires it up. Second half, just under 11 minutes left. U of M down 2. Pass inside to DJ Wilson. He finishes. It's a tie game. This kid, Derek Walton, may be playing as well as any player in the country. Says, give me the ball. Fires in the 3. Michigan with an NCAA record 16 threes. Here's Walton's signature play, a clutch one-hand push. With under a minute left, that may have been the dagger. Walton scored 19 of his 26 points in the second half, and Michigan needed every point. Oklahoma State hit a 3-point buzzer beater to make the final margin just 1 point. The Wolverines win their 5th game in the last 9 days, 92-91. U of M to face Louisville Sunday for a trip to the Sweet 16, and Walton had the look and feel of a prize fighter after this one.
I feel like I've been in a full MMA fight right now. My body's really sore. But no, man, like I said, credit to those guys, man. They can score with the best of them, man. They put a lot of pressure on you with those NBA-style sets, and they got the great personnel to do it. So, credit to their coaching staff and the players that they have.
We had to outscore them. I mean, we had to outscore them, and I don't think we're alone. I mean, you look at the Kansases and the Iowa States, these scores are all like this. Just tough to guard them, and particularly for us.
How fun is it to play in a game like that with that kind of offensive flow in the back and forth?
It's fun when you're winning, but when you're losing, and we were losing in the second half by a couple points, and especially in the first half, just have to gather the guys together, refocus, and we did so.
Michigan, Louisville, Michigan State, Kansas for your Sunday dinner. How's that for a Sunday? The field is down to 32 teams with games all over now tonight. Saturday and Sunday games to pare the field down to 16. When we come back, more NCAA tournament action, different gender. The MSU women swinging some elbows in their opening round game tonight in South Carolina. The Spartans playing as a number 9 seed like the men, taking on 8 seed Arizona State. Does the season end for Susie Merchant and her team, or do they play on? Find out next on the 5th quarter.
You are watching 6 Sports.
Welcome back to the 5th quarter. We just saw the Michigan State men advance in the opening round of the NCAA tournament. Let's see if the Spartan women could turn the trick in the opening round of the NCAA women's tournament. Spartans playing in Columbia, South Carolina tonight as the number 9 seed against 8 seed Arizona State. Susie Merchant and the Spartans going up against an angry team tonight. Didn't like their seed, and ASU played angry. Here's MSU's first and just about only lead. The 3-pointer there for Brandy Agee. Sun Devils will bottle up MSU star Tori Jankowska in the first half, just smothered her. Tori had no room to shoot, was clearly frustrated. Arizona State built a sizable lead by halftime, going on a 16-2 run during the half. Sarah Hattis hitting the jumper there. Watch this. The ASU miss from outside, but the rebound and put back for 2 by Kiana Ibis gave the Sun Devils a 14-point lead. The lead was 22 by the half. MSU held the 20 in the half. Finally, in the second half, Tori got going, hitting the 3 there, but Quinn Dornsauter was too much. 16 points on the night. Jankowska had a Tori-like second half. She finished her brilliant career with 26 points. MSU's all-time leading scorer. Brandy Agee gets the bucket and one there, but too little too late. 73-61 the final, and really the game wasn't that close. MSU women finished the season 21-12, one and done in the NCAA tournament, and congratulations to Tori Jankowska there on a great career. Spartans now look to the future with their all-time leading scorer gone, and on the MSU schedule next year, UConn, the surefire national champion again this year. Let's check in on the Pistons on their gray threads at home tonight against the Toronto Raptors. Early on, Raptors in control, Pistons down 5. Tobias Harris with the backcourt steal and drive for 2. Pistons slice into that deficit. Second quarter, John Lure for 3. The former Wisconsin Badger puts the Pistons up by 3. Third quarter, Pistons on the run and down 2. Down 2 no longer. Kentavious Caldwell Pope for 3. Pistons up by 1. Then watch Stanley Johnson here with the steal. The fancy behind the back dribble. He goes in and drives but blows the layup. But Tobias Harris is there with the follow. It's a 9-point Piston lead. What happened? Well, the Raptors got hot. The Pistons went ice cold. Norman Powell with the drive and a 5-point lead. The Raptors went on a 24-3 run to end the game, and the Pistons missed their last 10 shots and fold at the Palace 87-75. Bad loss to the Raptors tonight at home. When we come back, no bad losses, just some very good wins by our local high school teams. In tournament action this week, we'll look back at that and tell you about a longtime high school coach who announced last night he is stepping down. His legacy will live on. That's up next on the 5th quarter. Welcome back. We have a big Saturday in girls high school basketball at the Breslin Center. 2 local teams going for state championships. In Class D, Pittsford from our southern tip goes for another title and a second straight unbeaten season. Wildcats play at 10 a.m. That's like 10 minutes from now in the final against Saginaw, Michigan Lutheran. Pewamo Westphalia also goes for a championship Saturday, a 4 o'clock game in the Class C title tilt against Detroit Edison. Steve Eklund has done a fabulous job coaching the Pirate Ladies into the championship game, and now one step away. His team can sniff it, and of course this school is used to athletic success.
We won in football this past year. We've got we got track and cross country. We've never won a state title in basketball, boys or girls. So, to have our foot in the door now and have an opportunity, it's exciting. It's great. No matter what, we're gonna have great memories. But we're such a great community. We talk about our big thing is family and togetherness. Before the game, I said, we're prepared, we're ready, but the big thing to get us over the top is our togetherness. We'll stay together in the tough moments.
All right, a longtime coach in our area is stepping down. Olivet girls basketball coach Rob Fleming told his team at the postseason awards banquet last night that he is retiring. Fleming has been the girls coach for the past 9 seasons, compiling a record of 175-32. He was the boys coach at Olivet for a time, won 190 games with the guys. That's 365 coaching wins in 2 stints at Olivet. He has spent 35 years total coaching there. He's a class act, and we wish him well. In the boys' high school basketball tournament, we are down to 2 Mid-Michigan teams still alive and chasing a dream. One more win for either one, and they will play at the Breslin Center next weekend. Williamston, one of the 2. The Hornets won the Class B regional at Ionia Wednesday night, knocking off Portland for the 3rd time this season. Never easy to do that, beat the same team 3 times in one season. Cole Cliver was sensational, as he has been all season. 30 points in the final. The Hornets face River Rouge Tuesday night in the Class B quarterfinals in Chelsea. Not a wild celebration after the regional win. Maybe this is why.
I think we're emotionally spent from, we played in a really tough district and beat 3 really good teams. We beat Haslam in the final, which, I consider a rival, and then we turn around Monday and play Godwin, and we were spent. This team, we'd played twice and knew they were going to give us a fight, but I think we're tired and we're spent right now.
Lansing Christian has reached the quarterfinal stage of the tournament. The Pilgrims used a balanced scoring attack to eliminate a stingy Plymouth Christian team in Wednesday's regional final. So the Pilgrims are 18-6 and will face Dream Academy Tuesday night in Kalamazoo. And after 3 years in a row falling short of winning the regional, doing it this week left their joy a bit difficult to contain.
We just wanted to take it one goal at a time. Win the league, win the district, win the regional, and keep going. So we've been getting our goals.
It means a lot to me. It means a lot for these seniors, and I've really grown to love these guys, and so that means a lot to me. I've been nervous for the last 3 weeks for them, and tonight to be able to see Preston and Forrest and Matt, who have come so far and worked so hard, to be able to embrace on the court after knowing they've done something that they haven't been able to do for the last 3 years, means a lot.
What a job he's done in his first season at Christian. Good luck to all of our local teams. NCAA tournament weekend in college wrestling too. 3 Michigan State wrestlers qualified for the Nationals this weekend in St. Louis, and it's part of the new culture of Spartan wrestling. MSU has really not had a lot of success in this sport in recent years. They have a new energetic coach this season. He's trying to raise the program from the ashes, and having 3 wrestlers make the national tournament is a great first step. Drew Hughes lost his match tonight in St. Louis, so now all 3 Spartans are out. But Roger Chandler there, the first-year coach, has infused an excitement in this program and is excited about the direction it is headed in.
We got 18 true freshmen in this program and a roster of 31. So, more than half of this team is brand new.
Culture change is tough anywhere in any sport, isn't it?
It is. It's mindset and the expectation that we set forth as coaches. These kids have bought in every step of the way. Our message this year, all year long, was there's a difference between wrestling for 7 minutes and competing for 7 minutes.
I think we did a lot more than people expected us to do in that first transition year. I expected it, but I don't know if other people did. A lot of people were saying, it's going to take 4 or 5 years to build a powerhouse. But I think we're starting now, and next year we're only going to be better. And the following year we're only going to be better. And I think before 4 or 5 years we're going to have a team that's going to compete with every other team in the country.
All right, another good day for the MSU baseball team. 3-1 winners in Richmond. In the Richmond Spider Invitational, Richmond, Virginia over Campbell, whoever that is. 19 strikeouts recorded by Spartan pitchers, 10 of them by starter A.J. Troop. MSU now 10-4 in the season. Will play in the same tournament tomorrow and Sunday. They play Richmond tomorrow, and the MSU home opener is scheduled for next Wednesday against Central Michigan. I certainly hope it warms up. And that'll be fun. A lot of fun on this weekend with 2 teams still dancing. Thanks for joining us tonight on the 5th quarter. Have a pleasant, peaceful weekend. See you soon.